今天是最后一天的那个 VeeCon， 我现在要走路去，但街上都没什么人。好，现在走过去了。排队很短啊。 开始吧。Taking this picture?
Meetings over the course of maybe a month or two, and as time went on, they became more and more open to it. And I think
Day 3 of VeeCon. Did anyone go out last night? Web3. So I'm excited to jam with these rock stars on stage this morning. I'll let them give their own intros, the 60-second Genesis story, who you are, how you got here, what you're working on. Patrick, I love your picture too.
You know, spur of the moment.
That's awesome.
Just a second. I'm Elu. I'm one of the founders of Cool Cats NFT. You know, we like the cats. We like the cats. We launched 10 months ago. We launched Cooltopia, which is our gamified NFT experience. A couple months ago. It all blurs together. You know, that's the blockchain space that we're in. But yeah, excited to be here. That's me.
Awesome. Hey folks, Patrick Bergman. I'm here with Gala Games. You know, Gala is all about focusing on being the leading Web3 entertainment play in the space. I focus a huge amount of my time going and finding some of the most compelling content that we believe will move the Web3 gaming and entertainment space forward. So I'm super excited to be talking with you all.
Good morning, good afternoon, I guess. Is it the GM or the PM?
GM and the PM, yeah.
GM and the PM, that was a good one. My name is Wim Stocks. I've been involved in gaming and esports for, well, gaming for 30 years, esports for the last 12 years, largely on the traditional publishing side. So intrigued by what is happening in this space. Today, I'm part of a company called Vindex, founded by the former, if anybody plays competitively, you probably know MLG. Big shout out to MLG. Now, the founders of MLG built a company called Vindex, investing in the infrastructure around gaming and esports. Belong is one of our assets. It's a community hubs that we're building around the United States. 300 of these will be up and operating by the time we get to 2025. Existing in the UK today. And I'm here learning as much about Web3 gaming as probably you all are as well. So thrilled to be here. Thanks, Darren.
I love it. Thanks, Wim. The first question to set the stage, and I'd love to hear from you guys.
What's going on, everybody? How we doing? I think this is the last panel of the day, at least here, so of the whole conference. So really excited about this. We're digging for Rtfkt. Without any further ado, we got two of the founders of Rtfkt right here, Chris. What gave you the conviction to start this when you did? Because this precedes
time with like Counter-Strike and Dota 2. And I was a sneakerhead as well, because I also worked in like the hip-hop industry, directing music videos and everything for the longest time. And it was a match made in heaven because, you know, I'm a gamer as well, but we had to create something that represented, you know, the nerdy gamer kid who loved pop culture. culture and collected sneakers. So, yeah.
And then, yeah, from my perspective, there was no brand that encompassed what we love, like the merge between gaming and streetwear. So we thought there was a place for us to build the first, like, digitally native brand that impacts culture.
Jen Stark, visual artist.
By the way, I just want to say this. Like, this is back to giving roses. A lot of you are trying to think about, like, what... Yeah. I like how you keep the basic. What about the part where you climb the craziest, scariest buildings on earth? Makes me shit my pants when I see the photos. And you put me in a fucking helicopter over Manhattan. Still fucking give about you that. Thanks for being here, Jeff. Danny?
Hi, my name is Danny Cole. Thank you. I try to make magical worlds real, and me and my team try to make new ways for people to experience creativity and artwork.
And what is the name of your project?
Oh, my project is called Creature World.
Oh!
Thank you all.
By show of hands, how many people have a creatures?
Let's go. Hell yeah, thank you all.
Yo, what's up? My name's Timmy Ham. I go by Sloth. I'm an artist based out of Arizona, and just having a fun time with this gift code collab.
And you have a substantial act of... Coach, I don't know if you see how much people shit goes for. I expect a little bit more. Some of you are sitting on your ass. I just said that there is going to be a Beeple collaboration for Gift Go. Give a humongous VeeCon welcome, please, to the legend Snoop Dogg, his son Cordell, and his partner Nick.
What's happening, y'all?
I mean, if you just want to go and sing, I think we'll all just sit and fucking sit here. All right. Listen, obviously everybody knows who the living legend is to the right of me, but over the last several years, it's been incredibly exciting for me to get to know the two to the right of this gentleman, his unbelievably talented partners.
I have the attention span to listen, you know, because a lot of times, you know, we get so successful we forget to listen. We get so caught up in ourselves to where, you know, nobody can tell us shit. And I'm thankful to have Nick on my team, because Nick is very aggravating when it comes to bringing new shit to me. He brought Instagram, he brought all kind of shit to me that I was like, man, get that shit out of here. Like, the first time he brought, what was the shit where they follow you at? Twitter. He was like, yeah, everybody's following you. I'm like, I don't want motherfuckers following me. But I need.
You spent your life making sure nobody was following you.
Yeah, but it's just the way he explained it, and that's why Cordell came in and gave it an understanding of where I could really understand what Nick was talking about. Nick have great ideas. I just didn't understand the dialogue or the lingo. So once my son broke it down to where I could understand it in, you know, dope dealer terminology, then I could take it, flip it, dip it, and do my own thing.
I will say, little known fact, early days, I got the lingo down and I was doing some dialogue for Snoop on Twitter. And he was on the road one day and somebody said, "You're really funny." He said, "Oh yeah?" And that's when he was like, "Okay, I gotta get into this." So.
Nick, you were part of a group of
people telling us, "Hey man, take your time, wait Snoop, I don't think," man, fuck that, we're going right now.
There's one word Snoop hates. It's called tomorrow.
What's the word I hate, man?
Tomorrow. You can't say tomorrow around this guy.
Don't tell me tomorrow. When we gonna get it done tomorrow? Fuck that, we're gonna get it done right now. I can't stand tomorrow. I'm one of those kind of guys. I'm an instinct kind of guy, and when you dealing with it, like, as far as like now that I got bigger in this space, it's just like the same in tradition. You pick and choose who you want to work with. You don't just accept any and everything. You build you a team around you to run through it. That's what these guys are for. They check everything that I do, anything in the NFT space, because everybody's always using that word, NFT, NFT, NFT. The conversation start off, "Hey man, how your family doing?" I'm like, "They all right." "Hey man, you think you can help me with the NFT?" And that's what they're for, because they are there to make sure that this is a great business move. It accompanies us, and it's also something that we can give them, not just what they can give us. So it's got to be a 50-50 when you know, choosing your business partners when you get to this level.
Yeah, I think to that point, to your question, Gary, is that if you're working around people that are influential and have a voice, and you're exploring NFT collabs or Web3, you got to do it. You got to get in there and get broken by it, because you know it's hard on a MetaMask and a seed phrase and buying an NFT and losing money and getting hacked. I got hacked last week for 3 mutant apes, which if anybody in this room knows is a lot of money, and I was mad, but I'm really happy. I'm like happy it happened. I'm OG now. Like I've been through it. I know how to handle it.
You got your battle scar. You've been shot.
I got war wound, right? So I think
Nick, can you talk about what happened there? Because I think people talking about what, like, was it you connected your wallet to get something?
Yeah. So
that's what's everyone's getting destroyed on the fake website.
Yeah.
Connect the wallet, connect it. You think you're getting something, it's taking.
Yeah.
Seed phrase game.
Yeah.
The industry has done a good job. If you think to 12 months ago, the seed phrase, people were giving it out, and the industry, the community, got us to a place by the winter, by this year. People are like, wait a minute, I'm definitely not giving that person those 12 words.
Yeah.
The modern thing that's catching people constantly is go to this site to get this for free. You got that endorphin hit. You're like, I gotta go fast and get it. You don't realize somebody's account was hacked. There's people buying Twitter accounts that are verified just to send out fake tweets with URLs because people blindly think a verified account is real. When it's too good to be true, people are getting caught.
Yeah, so, I mean, no matter what happens, the hackers, the scammers, it's not going to be your first time, it's not going to be your last time. They're getting better, and you know, decentralization means that we have to be smarter now, have our own security, protect ourselves. So it's not just about getting NFTs, it's about protecting yourself and learning how to navigate the blockchain.
Can
but
I
all
ask
it was
you a
was I clicked on.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I want to really get your, this is a big one. Do you think that a lot of people are going to let a Coinbase or a Meta or some other company hold it and pay a VIG? That everybody loved decentralization, like, yeah, fuck the credit card. Incredibly proud of is how little we're gonna tell them today. You boo enough, and I might just take it back completely, so watch your fucking face. And I'll tell you why I'm proud of it, because I'm gonna use it in the meta, because this conference, if nothing else, over the last 4 days has been about, have you thought about this? Have you pondered that? We have worked real fucking hard. Flights, Zooms, break it out in different, me and him, those two. We've been working for, oh, this is better than you think. Based on that bullshit, this is way better than you think. But I think there's a monster meta lesson in what I'm about to say. We'll get to the punchline in a second here. I'm not going to hold it too long. We'll talk about how we're thinking a little bit, get it flirted up a little bit. But we aren't going to say so much because we cooked, we pulled back. We chopped, we sliced back. And I think in this normal situation where we have great reputations and some real love forming and we're trying to do thoughtful shit and we're building for decades, you might push yourself to just get it to a place where you can put it out, where we're like, this is what we're doing, this is what's happening. And without even really a lot of discussions, we just all knew it wasn't ready, right? And so later this summer, early this fall, there will be an activation where your VeeCon ticket is gonna be the trigger. And if you got 4 of them, you got 4 of them. You got 4?
He doubled down.
And so later this fall, late summer, early fall, we're gonna drop something. We're still cooking, but because I love all of you, I highly recommend you consider holding on to your VeeCon ticket. It's gonna be extremely thoughtful. We're talking access, not just art. We're thinking thoughtfully. And the Snoop VeeFriends collab is happening.
Yes, sir. D-O-double-G Friends is going
D-O-double-G-V
is going down.
Gary Vee, you gonna sign the death row?
Shout out to the homies right there with the matching. I don't even know what the hell that shit is. I fuck with it. I love it. The matching. I need to get a picture with y'all. I fuck with it.
So to make it very clear, because I get scared in moments like this, like, not you once owned the VeeCon ticket. That's not going to count. You need to have your VeeCon ticket for this moment. We're really working on it. It's going to be real thoughtful, and we wanted to surprise everybody and really do super right by the people that have VeeCon 1 tickets. And we will see you in the late summer, early fall with more details. Snoop, do you think it's going to...
Ready to make an entrance, so back on up. Give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, now you know you in trouble, cause ain't nothing but a G thing. Two loped out G's, so we crazy. And Death Row is the label that we unfadable, so please don't try to fade this.
Let's hear it for these three. Get real fucking loud!
Shout out to Sasha.
Up there, I see you. All right, just a couple final words. I wanted to milk all that, but I just want to say a couple words. First and foremost, thank you. Thank you for everybody who traveled these last 4 days, talking to people that went 36, 24, 18 hours to be in Minnesota means the world to me. Nothing on earth can ever be 100%, but thank you for the 95, 96, 94% of civility, kindness. We got a little excited about running after the merch. That's on me. I'll fix that next time. But for the most part, and we'll figure out some of the line situation for next year. Gonna have to figure that out a little bit. But I'll double down on standing in that selfie line to have those moments that I had with all of you. Oh. I want to thank you for something very important as well. Those 3,000-4,000 interactions this weekend, one by one, hearing your stories, listening to the nice words that you had to share to me about our journeys together, really did something for me this weekend. I'm a pretty motivated monster. But I'm gonna tell you right now, what you gave me this weekend, instilled in me, has motivated me so much more to continue to fight for this binary conversation that I have in my mind, which is the world is confused that kindness is the answer. I will continue to find different creative ways to speak about the simplicity of what's out there, to try to unconfuse the conversations, to try to reframe the way we collectively, as 8 billion people, look at the world. You've given me more energy. People kept asking me, how are you doing this? You put more energy in me, not took it out. You did so much for me. You created the real life versions of the words that you've sent for me. When Tim F, that I'm looking at right now, says in the Discord to somebody's pushback, you don't know, he did this for me in 2006 with no concept and no reason and no need. The truth is the truth. The truth is fucking undefeated. You can make pretend for a minute, you will get exposed. I promise. Nobody's won that game. History will get you, even if you've been dead for 500 years. history will get you. So let me promise you, as we get off stage here and as we all segue out, first, this has been ridiculous. By show of sound, who's coming back next year? Hold on. Just because you're in the second section, the third section, and corner, I need a little bit more effort. I really need to understand who the fuck's coming back next year. Who has people at home texting them right now, telling you that they're coming next year? We're going to the fucking moon, motherfucker. Where the fuck do you think we're going? Where the fuck do you think we're going? There will be ups and downs that are not in our control. I will make plenty of mistakes because I'm a human being, but let me promise you the biggest confusion of them all, even greater than kindness, is the answer. We as a society have somehow eliminated intent out of the equation. We are so quick to point fingers and cancel and shit on people because of our own pain that we have completely somehow taken intent out of the equation. Let there be no confusion to this community. My intent for all of you is always and forever going to be phenomenal. Not because I'm the sweetest guy on earth, but because I'm unbelievably capable of being happy and achieving what I want, not at your expense, but with you coming along for this motherfucking ride. I want to remind you of some subtle things that are not talked about enough. Number one, never, ever, ever be ashamed or disappointed in selling a V friend if you need those dollars to make your family or your situation better. It is not an indication on you. I take that absolutely not as anything towards me. I need you to win. I've already fucking won. Number two, just because this needs to start getting out there in education, and Jeremy, I see you with your hat, and I expect you to make some content on this. I will never, ever, ever do a surprise drop where there's a link and you have to go right now and click to get the free this and that. The reason people are getting scammed is because scammers are intelligent and preying on urgency and overexcitement. I will always take months for you to know, at least 48 hours, and it will always be in video form me. Now, I know there's some nerds that just said, but what about deep fake? We'll get to that when that's really good. But for now, please, forever, and I remind all of you, the other top projects will do the same. We need more education. We need more education. I sit here to give you love and leave you with something to travel with, but I also sit here in this closing to remind you of little things like that. There will never be a speed rush. It will always be promoted for a while. It would always be me in video. I will never do it. God forbid somebody takes my phone off of me or something else. You need to be thoughtful. Please be thoughtful. If it's too good to be true, it is. Not enough claps for education. Let's clap that shit up. Watch what just happened. Inspiration, get hyped, loud as fuck. Nerd, education stuff, yay. Fuck that, we have to be educated. Series 2. I'm just kidding, that's all I wanted to say about it. Series 1 is the fucking alpha. I will take care of Series 1 holders to my fucking grave. And oh, by the way, for everyone, because it wasn't that loud, Series 2 to the fucking grave. But, a lot of questions. Gary, what are you gonna do with my emu tomorrow? Gary, you gotta do more for the sloth. Gary, I really need to know what the fuck 1997 has to do with anything. Here is where we're at with that. I'm gonna say it slow while I've got your collective attention. Please, please understand that this is the project that I will work on for the rest of my life. I'm always gonna be me, which means a little wine text. By the way, since my dad's been here all weekend, if you know anything about my dad, if you got a sense this weekend, if you live in a fucking state that wine text can ship to, and you haven't signed up for winetext.com right now, you will make his fucking life if you sign up on the way out of here. So do that for Sasha. That's the only ask I got. Listen, we're gonna work on this forever. It's gonna take time. Your character might be 13 years from now. I'm not gonna make it faster because you asked me. It's all serendipity. There might be other things that happen with it. By the way, Snoop might fall in love with a character, and that's why it become popular, not because of me. There's a million things that happen along the way. I'm gonna try. My great hope is in my lifetime that I'll be able to get to as many of them as possible so that I can do what I want with them. These characters are gonna be developed after I'm gone. These characters... This dude's gonna get beat up, I think. Hey, Snoop, where's Snoop's big ass motherfuckers that he came out here with? Listen, I'm gonna do as much as I can with this in perpetuity. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on this all the time. A lot of you know, now that you've experienced it, I undersold VeeCon to you. Let me tell you how an operator thinks. I undersold it to you because I know that I haven't run this rodeo before. I wanted to taste it. I wanted to calibrate it. I wanted to do round one with it. But like the great Chuck Liddell that was here, when you let a champion get past round one and that champion feels your punch, gets a little warm, don't let that champion get out of first round. You better knock that fucking champion out in the first round while you still got a chance. But they let me get through this one. I promise you, if you thought this shit was good, what I'm about to drop on your fucking faces in 2023 is gonna be fucking bananas. And I leave you with this. Leave you with this, and this is something I really need from you. We are not accomplishing this, and that's on me. We are not accomplishing this, and that's on me. And I'm about to put a lot more noise on this. I, as you know, because I interacted with a bunch of you at these times, even after the fucking 15, 20-hour days of this fucking thing, would lay in bed the last couple nights and be in the Discord and read the Twitter. And let me tell you something that has become wildly crystal clear. It's been 100% for me, but this weekend, thanks to you, this has become 101% clear to me. Many of you have been with me on a journey for a long time. I have talked ad nausea of the concept that negativity is louder than positivity. The disconnect between what is happening in here in conversation to what's happening on Discord and Twitter is astonishing. 4, 5, 6 people can be 10 times louder than fucking 6,000. Fuck up VeeFriends. This has nothing to do with VeeFriends. Can't hear it anyway. This is about life. I'm gonna leave you with this. If you are a human being that is lucky enough to be happy, content, it is your responsibility to society and humanity to get louder about it. The reason I like interacting on the internet so much is I want to interact with the people that are in pain and give them love to start the process of getting them out of pain. Unfortunately, most people counter people that are dropping pain on them with more pain back, and it becomes one big fucking game of pain ping pong. Most people that are happy, and God, fuck, a lot of you in here are. I saw a lot of content, happy, thoughtful, three-horned heartpicks in this motherfucker this weekend. So for the people that are that, you know, us lucky ones, we worked for it, the luck of the DNA draw, whatever it was, it's easy for us to just walk through their pain. They throw pain, it doesn't hit us anyway, we just keep walking. I stop and have that convo. I need this community to stop and have that convo. We must. To solve all the fucking shit you actually are trying to solve in the micro, we need diversity and inclusion. We need better systems. We need to be fair, equal pay. We need all, everyone's talking about everything that we should be doing. What the fuck are you doing? If you are happy, you must be louder. You must be louder. You must randomly tweet people. You must see people in pain and interact with them on the internet, in real life. If you are happy, you must take on the responsibility and be louder. Can we fucking get loud for that? The legacy of this project is not going to be that we're going to build Nickelodeon or Sesame Street or Disney. The legacy is not going to be that this is the financial tool that will buy the New York Jets. The legacy of VeeFriends is that it is a small, early, tiny, early community today that day by day, hour by hour, person by person will build momentum around this singular conversation about the responsibility, if you're a happy person, to try to give love to another person. And that will be the legacy of this project. We can do a lot better. People come into our Discord, shit on me. You love me, I love that. You shit on them back. I don't want that. I want you to ask that person why they would spend time to come into our Discord with their pain and try to make us feel pain, and ask them as a compassionate fucking catfish, are they okay? I want you to randomly, when you're in a good mood, grab your fucking phone and go on Twitter and say why or who put you in a good mood. Deploy offense around good. Deploy offense around good. The reason there is so much anxiety in the system is because the small percentage of angry and hurt are so much fucking louder than you. We must change the communication game. The communication game is what changes society. Be the bigger person. For one last time, let's blow the fucking roof off this building. Let's make some noise for these final words, because this is the truest fucking thing I could tell you about this weekend. I fucking love you. I love you. I will see you next year. Thank you for coming. Get home safe. Be a nice person.